goals. They have very abstract aspirations. I want to make $1 million a year. I want to double my business every 3 or 6 years, but they don't have any mechanism to reverse engineer it, hedge strategies. And then they're frustrated at the end of their career when they haven't accomplished anywhere close to what they wanted. And I think that you can't accomplish what you want if it's not concrete, and you can't accomplish it if you don't have a clarified action. You can't accomplish it constantly monitor, measure, and adjust, nor don't have a hedge strategy.
Absolutely. And that's why I think that if every business, even an SMB, would have taken the brand equity model that I just presented and would say, okay, what are my goals regarding brand loyalty? How am I going to achieve it? What do I need to do in order to achieve brand loyalty within a year or two? Okay. How do I work on my brand associations? What do customers think about me? You know, a lot of businesses, surprisingly, don't know and don't even seem to care what their customers really think about them. Now, one of the pitfalls for many businesses is to completely ignore the thing with associations and let's just say, let's let things develop as they develop. And then you fall into the danger of people developing associations that you had no intentions. And that's why from day one, you must be the one who designs and make sure and make sure that the positioning that you want to acquire in the market is based on your goals. All right, meaning every post that you have on Facebook, every influencer that you choose, every message that you post, whether in your store or anywhere, okay, it has to be consistent, and there has to be a lot of thought about, okay, does this create the association that I want to create? I want to be perceived as a high quality service provider. I want to be perceived as a reliable individual. Does it achieve that? Okay. And the consistency has to come into play not only in the messages, but also in the brand logo that is used. By the way, I see many times that the brand logo on the website is completely different from the brand logo on Facebook. And this completely confuses consumers. And then they start saying, okay, so who is Vili? I can't understand who he is. You know, on Facebook, his logo is blue and black, and on the website, it's red and purple. They pass completely different messages. And then when I come into a store, there are other colors. So you really have to be consistent. I mean, if you look at brands like Starbucks and McDonald's, their message is consistent. Their shops look the same. They use the same colors. And many times when we use influencers, we have to make sure that the influencers, and this is another important point, that the influencers hold values that are consistent with ours. Because if they have completely different values, this will also confuse our customers. And they'll say, okay, so I don't understand. On his website, Vili says that this is his values, but then he brings this influencer, which has completely different values. So who is Vili? Okay, so building your personal brand takes time. And I think that the secret to success is being consistent and planning things ahead. Where do I want to be? How do I want to be positioned in relation to my competition? Okay, and it comes from what you say, how you meet your customers, how you dress, what you say when you respond to emails. Customers pay attention to everything, and many times they will not be able to tell you this consciously, but subconsciously, it definitely has an influence.